Hello, hello. How are you today? Everyone is having a good day. Today is our first Wheelspin Wednesday. We'll be spinning a wheel that has a list of games that are in my library that I've never actually played. But should fit rather well into the genre. We'll go ahead and jump right in. I'll go the wheel. Here's our wheel. You can see Potion Craft, Ori in the Blind Forest, Sable, Strange Horticulture, Jotun, Witchwood, Gree, or Octopath Traveler are the options for the game we'll be playing tonight. And so we'll go ahead and spin the wheel, figure out what we're playing. I'll adjust the stream category, and we'll get started. Is Sable. I'm actually really looking forward to playing this, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so I'll bring us back to chatting while I get set up. And okay. Alrighty, so got that taken care of. And oops. art in this is so pretty. Alright, quest started. Ceremony. Moving. I should head back to inventory. I have very little. I have the clothes on my back. Base. Where is that? Probably where the campfire is. Leo, please get on this. Ibex camp. I can feel Jati smiling behind her mask. I know she can feel the teeth-baring little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly amused. Her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? Answer. Yet. I know. I'm not worried. I'm gonna say and yet. I shrug, but any attempts to act casual are fruitless. The movement is jerky, and I don't think I've ever been more aware of my little shoulders. She laughs. I mean it. But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping on. Feel the memory, my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be all right. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike, young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt in the fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, and put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. Jotty reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. I think I'm ready. I thank Jotty for the encouragement and tell her with a nod that I think I'm ready. I know you are, so let's get you started. You'll need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for the bike. Hilal will share something, well, let's say as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Jotty is saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. What if I choose the wrong path? I ask Jotty what will become of me if I choose the wrong path. There are no wrong paths, Sable, or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with the Abexi. Truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now, go speak with Hilal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo. You know how he is. I have something to give you, a compass to help you on your journey. The same one I used on my glide. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally, perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. Is our compass. Complete tasks for Hilal and Driss. One I believe is 2. As I approach Hilal, they give an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hilal's verve and vigor. And on a day like this, I'm ready to match it. With a touch of nerves for balance. Sable, take this. Hilal hands me a small, round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel a warmth, not borrowed from Hilal's hand, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static cloth. What is this? I try to sound less confused than I am, but ask Hilal what it is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Hilal that I feel connectedness. Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges, hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty, or dormant, and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Hilal clasps their hands together twice, and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Hilal stops me. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? I remember Jaddy's words now. Tell Hilal I'll go and see Driss. I gotta go see Driss. Driss is over there. So I've told myself not to be too eager. It's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Well, I think we failed at that. We definitely raced. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately. Now I strongly suspect that he's been working on my bike, and perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom feature. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Sable, hello. Hello, how are you today? Ask Driss how he is. I'm well. I let it hang there for a moment. But I can't do it. I'm too keen, and the words spill out. I ask Driss if he might, sort of, possibly, maybe have a bike for me. Your bike! Yells it like it's an idea he's just had. Your bike, yes, of course, right, yes, your bike. That I was meant to, that I prepared for you, because today is your gliding, yes. Chris nods along with me. Yes, of course, right, yes, yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold. Forgotten? By which I mean I arranged it for you in a, well, sort of a tutorial. Tutorial? Yes, exactly. A learning experience. You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. Think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding, but Triss does seem earnest, sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Gestures to the sand cutter at his side. Quite old and a little shabby. A tester, if ever I've seen one. What's the bike's name? Triss seems scandalized. A bit personal, don't you think? Just sand cutter will do for now. Youngsters these days, always asking questions. Now, ride the bike through the ring and back. And here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. Bike. You're not riding it, you're work. There's a blue icon. Overshot. Go. I return to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard by, oh, hello, Phoenix King. How are you tonight? Somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was. Sable, congratulations. How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles, unexplained hissings, small fires? What do you mean fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. This is Sable. So yeah, we're gonna do kind of a rite of passage, which with our main character, whose name is Sable. So we're just getting through these first beginner quests so that we can get started on that journey. Um, Everything sounded normal. Well, the sandcutter must like you then. It's usually a little more temperamental with new riders, but you're not even a little bit on fire. Have you already been by Hilal? Uh, right. Nearly forgotten about Hilo. Thanks for the reminder. Before at least nudging him about the bike, I ask if I'll still be getting one. Well, you're getting the use of the sand cutter. That's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands! And Hilal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that, mobility you're after. My confidence in this exercise only slightly tarnished. I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Hilal. He talked to Hilal. So let's see what the quest log says. I need to go to the altar at the temple to activate our glidings. Our sand cutter, at least for the moment. That's right. Yeah, that looks like. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Press on. It is. It's very pretty. I love the style, the art style of this. Ooh, cutscene. Stone thrums like of a heart as I approach the altar. Afraid, exhilarated. It feels right. I'm ready for Rohana to know me. I'm ready to know myself. Feel her curiosity, sacred place. Know I am in her sight. Like we passed out. So Hilal, they activate. Ooh, that's fun. Go. Back out. There it is. The bubble is a safe space. Exactly. Bubble is friend. Oop. Oh no. Okay. We're okay. Gotta watch out for these rocks. This fight. When I return to Hilal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? It's safe like a warm hug, because we called the bubble safe space. I tell Hilal that I feel almost embraced by the perpetual, warm and safe in my own little bubble. They swoon. Oh, that's such a nice way of describing it. Hilal's mood doesn't darken. The sigh they let out holds a big row. We're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling. Floating on a breeze. I suppose it's best that it fades with age, hmm? Or else I might never have come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. I'll tell Hilal I'll throw myself into 1,000 chasms on their behalf, and they giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they need. A really serious focus. Hilal laughs, even if there's a bit of regret in it. I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss, Think about that, but decide that there is already too much loss. Consider it much further. I am saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, childhood. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice? Try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. Thank Hilal for their advice and for their help. Tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and a reassurance, all in one. Say goodbye to Hilal. Before I go, Hilal gestures toward the tower. It seems Cizo wishes to before I leave the clan. I gotta go figure out how to get up to see. He's up there. Up the tower. Round and round we go. Cizo is an outclanner, the Abexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall. Think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their posts, and by their training, their code, must go to where they are needed. But Cizo has been among us so long that it's an assignment, first and as far as any of us are concerned. He is one of us. I think there is a perception among the other clans that the Abexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Abexi, outclan, suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic. We seek borrow. We seek to know who will travel with us, and who we must leave behind. All are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased Cizo did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. After the thing with Driss, I'm going to say, a bit worried. Am I really getting a bike? Cizo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mouth. Laughs. Quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Daddy told me how excited you were. Cizo sniffs. He also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud. So I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss his fitfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as battered. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. I'm going to make my own hoverbike? I ask Cizo if I'm expected to make my own. No, you are not going to make your hoverbike. You are going to build your own hoverbike. Of course. To make suggests you are creating something. Your bike already exists. They simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take it. Cizo hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. Be useful in finding the old part. Ask Cizo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships, in fragments. Spread apart, A good start would be the ship down there, near the camp. You'll find another ship on that great rock, near the other side of the camp. Another behind the old dam on the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, power supply, and a calibrator. I'll be back before you know it. Tell Cizo I'll see you. Head off and together we'll create something new out of the old. Using your navigator. Press in to use an interesting land. In the safe bubble. Yes, safety bubble. Found a thing. Nothing to be found in the ship. I noticed light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Should we push the button? Oh, usually bad things happen in scenarios like this when you push the button, but let's do it anyway. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Yes, buttons must be pushed. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. All right. Let's see if what the old machinist told us holds up. If not, there will be hell to pay. Hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks. Buttons being pressed, perhaps? Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever hard. Yes, Ramen. The sound of a click and a loud grunt, or a snapping sound. Oh, on Rohana's mask. Not that hard. You've torn it out. Suddenly, the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. And then the sound of someone cheering. It worked! We're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. Need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the machinist notes. Long pause, the rumbling static that started playing when the off is still increasing in pitch. Ramen? That lever, Toma, the one you just ripped out. Going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Maybe we need to look around. Oh, cutscene. Are you looking for a calibrator? I'm immediately on guard. Sama has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. In practice, you won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never, never fails to get to me. May I please have it? I decide to be gentle and I ask her, may I please have it? May I have it? She mimics me terribly, all high and screechy. Despite my best efforts, oh well, too bad. Maybe you'll find it on your own, but I don't think so. Sama laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for standing tall. If you give me some beetles, that's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. Try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. Alright, gotta go find beetles. Little punk Sama. Sama? I learn how to steer this. That is the question. Maybe not. But I could ask about catching beetles for that awful little Sama. Do you know where I can find some beetles? There's a nest of beetles just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it, though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor, and the beetle will start eating it. Then you can sneak up and grab it. JD greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. So strange getting called. I tell JD how strange it is to be called glider instead of Sable, or even clan child. Trying to get you used to it. Seems really like it. Oh, thank you, Shooty Bowman, for the follow. Welcome in. Feel free to say hi if you'd like. And if you'd rather lurk, that is also good. I appreciate you coming into the stream. I hope you're doing well. He seems to really like it, and maybe I like it too. My little glider. Alright, we gotta go find beetles. Where did I put the thing? Oh. Find those for that little east of the camp. beetles are afraid of people. To catch one, I'll have to distract it with some. That's east direction. Should be. Oh. Well, I caught a butterfly. This. Offered up by chums when planting themselves into the ground, perfectly smooth and hard as a rock, these seem to float with light there. There must be a good place to deliver these. Yes. I wonder if it's on the others. Go. Oh. Oh, hey, I found beetles. The thing luring. Maybe up there. Oh. Oh. No, 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 no. Okay. Ooh, did not fall. No, not again. Not gonna- Third time's the charm. I'm gonna try a slip. Going that way. Found another squiggly thing. Too far, too far, too far. Salvaged. Oh, hi, Gummy. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Wait, is that what I needed? Is that how it works? Oh, I think I figured this out finally. Thanks. I'm gonna put this down a little. Come here, beetle. Here, beetle. Here, beetle, beetle, beetle. Don't go away. No. Darn it, it went away. This is Sable. And yes, I really love the art style, and it's my first time playing, but it's been in my library for a little bit. Find another field to transfer. Got it! One down. We need 2 more beetles. There's a beetle. There's a beetle. Back up. Here, beetle, beetle, beetle. No, don't go away. Look, look, look. Got it. Alright. One more beetle. The beetle. I feel like I should be channeling Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, but I know that's something else. Oh, I can throw it? Ah. Can't take it out. See, that's exactly why I've got to... Not climb and... I am bugging them because a little twerp named Sima is holding a piece of equipment I need hostage in exchange for the beetles she asked for. There were tons of beetles at first. Way. Yes, one does need beetles. I'm not sure what Sima's planning to do with the beetles, but suppose that's not really my business. As long as she gives me the part I need. Beetle. Beetles. I can't really find a way. I can't climb while holding the seat. So that means I can't. Oh, wait. Finally. Maybe. Maybe we can go and search for a beetle outside of the nest. Find a beetle outside. Otherwise, we'll just. What if I throw it? Oh, that worked. I can pick it back up. Alright, where you at? I see a beetle! Our prey. There we go. We've got our 3 beetles. Back to camp. Something on your mind? Becky's voice is weakly incredulous. Oh, how she's done it. Got a Larry over there. Back in the distance. Daughter. Laria. Oh! welcome in. I don't know. Because I did do everything the same as I did yesterday. I don't know why you didn't get a Twitch notification. How are you, Kay? Fine, and I'll get her. She shrugs. Parenting. Suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. Give the beetles to Dave. Gotta go find Simon. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Kay. This is Sable. So Wednesdays I'm making my Wheelspin Wednesdays. So I spun a picker wheel that had games that have been in my library for a while that I've never played. And Sable is the one that won the wheel spin, so that's what we're playing tonight. Where? Can I find? Next to play in the cave underneath the. So yeah, Sable is the name of our protagonist here. She's about to embark on her coming of age journey. Yeah, no fall damage. No fall damage. I actually have a safety bubble. Magic powers. That's a cave, but I don't see Ima. See, there's another cave? Yeah, I mean, I ran into it. I don't even remember how I heard about it. It might have just come up in my Steam discovery queue at one point. I don't remember how long it's been around. A year or two, maybe. So it's not like an old game. But it's also, I don't think it's super new either. But like I said, it's been in my library for a little bit. I've never played it. I've always kind of wanted to, but never really had gotten around to it. So trying to find where the little aha! There she is. Give me my controller, punk. I feel embarrassingly vindicated as I hand Sima the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. What have I done? You're leaving! You're leaving and you'll never come back. Oh, yeah, I understand that, Shooty. And if you'd like me to call you something else, let me know. I'd be happy to do that. But yeah, no, I understand that. I limited it to a select genre of games that I have specifically never played. Call him man. We should probably comfort her. I mean, you just want to hear me say, hey man, on stream. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. um, People leave. That's their choice. Tell Sama that Yara is allowed to do whatever she likes, and that if it's her choice to go, then we must respect it. I wonder if she can tell I'm putting a little extra weight in my voice, which I hope sounds like the wisdom of age. You wouldn't leave forever, right? Well, we don't know. Probably not forever. Start to speak, but Sima cuts me off with a wail. Please don't go. I tell Sima not to worry, that I'll be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I am not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good, then I suppose I can come see you off. Thank her and say goodbye for now. Alright, now we still have to find a control panel and a power supply. Or did. Gotta find our sand crawler. So we can go to the other locations, get the other parts. Control panel, power supply. We're already going in this direction. I'll probably head for the dam, because that's where the next one is. The Bowman. Okay, I'll call you the Bowman. Alright. Here. Alright, I think we'll have to get up here. Everything else looks like it's gonna make us close. Fair enough. The Bowman. Alright, what do we got over here? Cutscene. Oh, cool. Did a thing. Alright, I think it's bubble time. Safety bubble. An opening. Here? Here, maybe. Oh, I see what's going on. You gotta put this in here. There we go. Alright. Sounds good, Kay. Alright, we are in the ship. We're looking for... seeing a button. Wait. There's something glowing. Glowing. Get to that. Oh hey, here's the thing. We found the control panel. Go out. Yeah, I find the soundtrack so far is feeling really cozy, which I really like. I like. Alright. Got one more power find here. Off we go. Thank you for the lurk, Ellie. Off to the ship to get the last part we need. How to get up. Will stamp. Here again. There we go. Stairs. Direction we go. I think it's bubble time. And now we got it. Now we gotta bring these parts for our mechanist. Yep, another bubble time. Get off here. There's our racer. Back to camp. I mean to jump off. Go. Let me go over. It's not gonna look that way. Okay. Oh, postbox. I have no mail. Go. There she is. I return to Seago. Hearts. It's as she waves me over that I feel pain, sadness. When will I see her again? Once gone. Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. You ready to assemble a bike of your own? I'm ready. Caesar relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one only truly appreciates when Cizo is in her element. I wonder if it's this way for all machinists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together, not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod and feel a soft buzzing in my ear. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages, secret, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. Alright, we are building a machine. Got our parts. 3 of them. We've got the bike bit. Gotta put them where they belong. Do you have any more information? Nope. Nope, that is all the same information. got that. Sure. This goes. Oh. Listen. Izo tilts her head for a long moment, leaning. The moon. All at once, I know the hover bike's name. The moon. I say it in a whisper to let Izo know. The moon. The moon. Well done, Sable. What does it mean? It mean? Ask her yourself. Izo looks entirely serious. Spike, to my enduring surprise, says nothing, even when I lean close. I tell Simoon that I am eager to know her better. Izo looks quite proudly at the both of us. You are ready, then, for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps. Zizo is prone to such things, and I can read in her tone that it was meant quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Simoon, care for her. Scout my fellow machinist on your travels, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and here, take this. The machinist badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth, and they'll give you more badges. I thank Zizo twice for good measure, and give a bow. I'm ready. Ceremony. Got to talk to JD about the final ceremony. Sable, that cartographer landed his balloon while you were. You should go speak to him, see if you can't get a map. I nod and begin to go, but JD gestures me back and puts something in my hand. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. Use it mostly wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. Good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. Thank JD effusively. Head out on my way. I gotta talk to check the quest log. Approach the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? She really is. Not enthusiastic. Really is an impressive vessel. However nervous I get imagining being up there all alone. Wonder if anyone's ever fallen off one. Best not to ask. Well, good to meet you, and oh, I should introduce myself. Tell him I'm Sable. Suppose if you've come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I would love a map. Tell the card. Of course you would. That'll be 50 cuts. I'll buy that map. Perfect. Let's trade then. There. I thank Jordan for the viewer map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more... Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. Ask how it was. Short. I knew since I was a boy that cartography was for me. But I spent a little extra time out there, just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there. They'll have more maps to sell you from Hakoa to Zodic Waste. Thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child. I've unlocked fast travel. Once you can fast travel to locate the map screen. Hover bike will also go along with it. Awesome. Our map. This is what we know. I'm already here, but we'll do it and see if that gets rid of it. I return to JD with a new lightning. It makes the weight of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Tizo gave it to me. Then you must have earned it. Well done. Give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the mask caster in no time. I try to think about going to a mask caster. It seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of badges when you're out there. If you've got 3 alike, you can trade it in for that mask. Don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked. How will I choose? You'll have to feel it out. But when you know, you'll know. Now. The tone of her now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all this done, there is only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Roana. There you'll assemble your gliding mat. And go. There are things I wish to convey to JD. Depths of love and gratitude, fear and hope. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They're dyed with the traditional Abexi maroon. I hope provide you great comfort out. You leave today, you will no longer be Sable, clan child of the Abexi. You will simply be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin, and I am ready. First, remember, all right, here we go. There's inventory. Close. To switch into how do I change into it? Go ahead and go. Clearly. Leo. Not word. Oh, we are heading to the temple to get our gliding masks so that we can start our gliding, which is kind of like the coming of age journey that everyone in Sable's culture goes through. What did you make for dinner? Yep, cutscene time. Just missed it. Okay. Chicken soup sounds yummy. Here we go. Oh, I think I have both sides. Two. EB. Ew, okay. There we go. Close. Oh. Now what? Aha. Another button. Is there another one on the side? There is. Symmetry. I love that. Hmm. Oh, there's another bit. There's another platform. One more platform. Are. Anyone else having flashes to the Avatar temples in The Last Airbender? Or is that just me? Glad I'm not alone. Fast travel. Gotta figure out how to put all this new gear on. Alright, ceremony time. In. Hello, Sable. Sadie's voice echoes strangely through the music, yet still it warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. The gliding, the journey that must begin alone. There is a certain nuance lost in the transmission. For that I am grateful. Be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice and not run weepily into her arms to stay forever. But I am ready, and so I close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you are not without friends. You are not without family. You're not without love. These things you will always carry with you, as you do your mask. I know I'm not supposed to do this. If I were you, I might. There are the machinist at Burnt Oak, and among Saizo's closest friends. Dari's a good contact to have on one side. A fine way to get another machinist back, so inclined. Only a suggestion. As for us, I'll send another message once we've returned. Keep an eye on the post boxes. Try not to forget us. It takes a long breath, and I forget that thing could ever exist. The world is waiting, Sable. Good luck. Heave the can. Our bike! Sorry, my cat. Great. Does it for... figure out how to close and get new stuff. Oh, there we go. Switch over. New gear. Now we are all set for gliding. This actually puts us at the end of my game time, and it feels like a really good place to stop, having finished all the way through the gliding ceremony. So I think I'm gonna have us raid out here. Let me. If there's anyone else, Sable, or anyone I follow, is streaming. Did I did raid Ellie yesterday, so I raid someone else today. Bye. But thank you all for coming to my stream tonight. It was great seeing you, Bowman. It was great meeting you. Like I said, I'm gonna have us raid out here in just a minute. Close out game. But I hope to see you guys in future streams. This has been really fun. I'm really happy with my first time playing Sable. Might end up having to do bonus streams, continue Sable's journey, to see where she goes. We're in the wrong mask. The wrong mask. All right, but yeah. So I do see someone I follow. Her name is Tally Plays TV. She's playing Stardew Valley at the moment. I don't have anyone else that I follow that are playing Sims 4, so I think I'll go to her instead. But like I said, thank you, Dan, for coming to my stream. And yeah, like I said, I'm really excited about this game, and I'll probably end up doing some bonus streams here and there to do more progress. But I'm gonna get us out now, and yeah, so thank you, and I'll see your stream very soon. Bye!